Hi guys, welcome to another video. And if you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel, Simply Michelle. Happy to have you. Yes, so I have been reading the story called The Promise, written by moi, of course. And I can see that, you guys have been enjoying thus far. You have been supporting, greatly appreciated. Love you all. My faithful subscribers, thank you and God bless you. So, without itching, let us get right into the story. Why is it so important to go straight to our finances instead of finding out about our conflicts? Asked Ben. Ben? I apologize for his frankness, Reverend, said Tessa. No, Miss Flynn, that's all right. Actually, that is a very good question, explained the Reverend. By talking about finances upfront, it helps couples to realize for themselves what it is they are doing well and help them to see what are their strengths. It also motivates them and help other difficult conversations to flow easier. It helps couple to keep focus and what are some of the beautiful things in their relationship. Even when we touch on challenging topics, it is also a vital practice for couples when things are not going well. Both parties can connect with what is great about the relationship by focusing on their history and the things that you guys have overcome to help you endure and draw upon when facing tough times, explained the Reverend. Thanks to vicariously.com. Thank you. Thank you, Rev. Now I understand, expressed Ben. However, at the same time, knowing who worked with a lot of couples in premarital counseling and couples therapy, many times with couples who have been together for a while and have seen things go wrong, informs our sense of what's essential to work on. We work to strike a balance between an agenda that leaves us with some wiggle room to shift as we make our discoveries along the way, while at the same time allowing to stay on point and to address all concern issues before your marriage, explained the therapist. So, is there any more questions before we go to the next topic? Asked the Rev. Both Ben and Tessa said no. Well, let's go into it. Our next question is, were both your parents successful in marriage? Asked the therapist. Yes, answered Tessa quickly. It depends how you define success. If you deem working oneself to the grave, murmured Ben. What was that, Mr. Allen? Can you please speak up so we can hear you? Asked the Rev. My aunt and uncle, yes, they were successful and still are up until this day in marriage. But as it relates to my birth parents, I'm still having a bit of difficulty, truly processing that all, expressed Ben. Why? Why is that, Mr. Allen? Asked the therapist. Well, they spend most of their life toiling to debt and being poor, left their 7-year-old child as an orphan, yet managed to secure in their death an inheritance for that only child. Yes, I am grateful. However, it pains my heart knowing they are not here to benefit after their long, hard labor, said Ben. Right, right. So, apart from it paining your heart, they are not here now to enjoy the fruit of their labor. What sort of rules do you think they operated by? How can you borrow from their failure, not to fall in the same trap, or from their success to enhance your life? Asked the therapist. Honestly, their determination to be faithful to each other, I'll say that, and their work ethics, but with wisdom, clarified Ben. Also take care of my health so I can live long to ensure my future children can grow up with both mom and dad the way it should be. Obviously, that was something they failed to stick around to do, expressed Ben with annoyance. Do you think your parents' negligence towards their health have any input in how you view your wife working, especially with child or post-pregnancy? Asked the Reverend. Ben sat staring on his folded hands. If you're asking about gender role, if it's up to me, yes. I would rather my wife stays at home, especially when we start having children. That way, they would be best taken care of, because we can afford to do so after all. We have the money. Even with a nanny, she would be there to guide, expressed Ben. Tessa's face turned red. What? I didn't know that is how you feel, Ben. Thank God it's not up to you, expressed Tessa. I take it, Miss Flynn, that's a deal breaker for you, being a stay-at-home mom? Inquired the Reverend. All I am saying is my career is as important as my husband's, and should I decide, I am okay with working full-term while pregnant, as long as both my future baby and I are fine. That should be okay, expressed Tessa. My love, that is why I am saying, if it's up to me, because I know it's not. However, as long as you and our future child are all right, we will work the rest out, agreed Ben. He took Tessa's hand and kissed it. The Reverend looked at them and smiled. Well, guys, I am pleased, witnessing how the both of you were just able to work that small but profound issue out. So, that leads me to our next question. How important is it for you to like your life partner's family? Inquired the therapist. It's important, expressed Tessa and Ben. How often do your parents treat one another as equals? All the time. Before my mom died, at least, expressed Tessa. Ben looked at her with compassion. I can hardly remember, however, I don't remember seeing my parents fighting. And for the Jones, all the time, said Ben. Great, said the Reverend. How would you speak about your other boyfriend and girlfriend? Asked the Rev. Well, neither of us had an ex, said Ben. I didn't really have a real relationship of such before, expressed Ben. Me neither, said Tessa. We're each other's first relationship. I have been with someone before, but it was still in high school, and I don't deem that to be a relationship. It was just something that was based upon a bet. That take me to this question. What kind of opportunity have you had to meet a wide variety of people? Due to our surrounding, we both have good opportunities to meet a lot of people, answered Tessa. Well, according to your previous answers, this question, how did your last relationship do? I guess it doesn't apply. So moving along, laughed the Reverend. So the following question I will be asking is multiple choice. Therefore, just choose one of the answer provided. So here goes the first question. Are you willing to change your lifestyle after you're married? A, yes. B, some. C, a little. D, no. Yes, if possible, or if needs be, said both Ben and Tessa in agreement. How much attention do you expect from your life partner when you are married? A, abundance. B, extra. C, adequate. And D, some. B is the answer. Extra attention, said Ben, of course, while Tessa nodded her head in agreement. It has to be, she said. Okay, beautiful. Is there any questions? Asked the therapist. Oh, I guess there's none. All right, moving right along. How early after getting married is it healthy to start having children? Asked Ben. Oh, so you do have a question, Mr. Allen. Alrighty. Well, normally that decision is truly based and when both parties are ready, along with the favor of God, I'll say, don't you think? And however, for young couples that are coming together for the first time, based off experience, of course, I would advise to get to know each other, learn and experience each other first. Given the nature of the relationship, get as much alone time as possible with your significant other. Reason being, having a newborn changes the dynamics of a relationship. However, talk with your partner and decide. And you know what? Actually, we will end here for this evening. Provided there is no more questions, of course, said the Reverend. The Reverend laid hands on the couple and prayed, then dismissed the session. After the meeting, Tessa has been silent, noticed Ben. They agreed to meet up at the nearby restaurant for dinner, since as they drove separate vehicles. 5 minutes later, you have been awfully quiet, asked Ben. Is everything all right? He inquired further. I am just thinking, responded Tessa. What are your thoughts? If you don't mind me asking. Before Tessa could answer the question, the waiter approached. They placed their orders and get him out of the way. It has just been suddenly darned and me how little I know, she said in an odd voice. What do you mean, Tessa? About what? About whom? Or what? He asked. You know what, Ben, about you. And what you really want, she explained. Where is this coming from? You know me as much as I know you. The rest we will learn and figure out as we go along, said Ben. Yes. So why were you going on about having children in the session? Almost as if you want to start right away, as we are wed or something, said Tessa. So what's wrong with us doing just that? Asked Ben. Jesus Christ, Ben? Heck no. There is no way I want to have kids as we get married. My desire is to explore us physically, spiritually, sexually, all of the olives before we start a family. What about our careers, Ben? Did you stop to think about that? She asked. Actually, yeah, I did. We are financially independent, so money is not a problem. You know this. As it relates to our careers, if one of us have to take a break, we will still be okay, he said. So, when you say one of us, you are speaking of me, since I am the one with the uterus, right? Surely you must see how selfish this is, Ben. Me wanting to be a doctor is not only about the money. Just like you, it's my dream and my passion. So what? Because you are a man, you get to choose, but I don't? Asked Tessa. No, my love, of course not. That's not what I'm saying at all. How about we have some dinner? Then we talk about this another time, suggested Ben. Truly, Ben, I have lost my appetite, said Tessa, and sank in her chair with her hand folded across her chest. Sighed Ben. You need something to eat. So do I. So we will eat? Then we'll talk about this. How about that? Asked Ben. Okay, I'll try, said Tessa, annoyed. That's all I ask. Thank you, he said. Soon after, the waiter returned with their dinner. They both have pasta. It was exquisite. Octopus starter was delicious. Also bread with whipped butter. Their dessert was exceptional. The new honey nuts squash pie, creamy and airy. Tart and fresh frozen yogurt with a salty and sweet Nella wafer crust. Ben and Tessa simply can't get enough. At their favorite restaurant, Pammy's Food and Drink. So, did you enjoy your meal? Asked Ben, trying to break the ice. Yes, I did, answered Tessa. Tess, my love, I have been an only child all my life. As a result, I need a family of my own more than anything, he said. More than me? She asked. Come on, Tess. Of course not. When I suggested we start a family, I am not saying the day after we are wed. However, definitely not until after your residency or mine, he expressed. Tessa felt uneasy. She became flushed. However, she remained silent. It takes 14 years at least before you complete your overall studies to become a cardiologist, he expressed. And I know that, she murmured. But Ben continued talking. University takes 4 years to earn a bachelor's or degree. In medical school, 4 more years to earn a doctor or medicine degree. Residency takes 3 years, and cardiology fellowship another 3 to 4 years. So, my love, do you want to wait 14 years before you are able to start a family with me? Asked Ben. Tessa sat staring at Ben in silence. All right, well, not 14 years, but at least until I'm finished university. I have thought about it. In 14 years, well, I'll be 35 years old and 2 years short of high risk. So I am willing to wait until I'm finished with uni. I will come off contraceptives so we can try, expressed Tessa. Ben's face dropped. What? What is it now? Asked Tessa in frustration. Contraceptives? Contraceptives? Repeated Ben. Are you using them? He asked in an angry voice. Not as yet. However, soon after the counseling is completed, yes, Tessa expressed. Can we continue this conversation at home, please? I'll get the check. I'll soon be back, said Ben, and went to the receptionist. 10 minutes later, Tessa opened her door and Ben followed behind. Do you wish for anything to drink? She asked. No, thank you, responded Ben. They both took a seat in the coach. So, I take it you don't believe in contraceptives? Asked Tessa. No, I don't. Both you and I know that it messes with your body and hormones. On the other hand, as it relates to condoms, I want to have you natural. I want a natural experience with you. We can build a routine working together to prevent pregnancy until we're ready to conceive, expressed Ben. Surely, doctor, emphasis on doctor, you know how risque the job method is, right? Asked Tessa. Yes, I am aware. However, with our knowledge, we can let it work. I heard you loud and clear on the point of waiting for you to complete uni. So after the first 4 years, you will take a break, or do you mean trying while you prepare for the next leg of studies? Asked Ben in annoyance. The latter. Try while I prepare for the next leg. Say we are successful in conceiving. According to how I'm feeling, I will take a break. Then After both baby and I are okay, I will return. As it stands, I have no desire to be a stay-at-home mom. Nevertheless, nothing is wrong with being a stay-at-home mom if that is what the individual wants to do. However, as for me, that's not my dream. And I remember clearly stating to you the day you decided to make promising necklaces. I asked you the question, aren't we going too fast? Didn't I ask that question, Ben? Yes, you did. What were your answer? Well, I said we will work on it when the time comes around, and now is the time that comes around. Yeah, but there was nothing in my question and indication that I will not be up to having children right away as we get married. All right, I see where you're going with that, Tessa. And point taken, my love. So, how many children do you desire to have? Asked Ben. Honestly, I am good with 2, provided the Lord blesses us, responded Tessa. How about you? She asked. Well, 4 or 5 will do me well. Nevertheless, it's how the Lord sees it fit, as you said, to bless us according to his plan for our lives, said Ben. So, we are agreeing to disagree? She inquired. Yes, we are, love. It's called compromising. Mimicked Tessa. Tessa turned to scrutinize him. Yes, my love, I do like compromising every now and then. You should know, said Ben. Tessa's amusement was gone. As soon as she remembered the responsibility that comes with caring for another human being that was so fragile. Would I be able to truly protect him or her from this crazy world of hate and pain? Thought Tessa, and her heart felt tightened. Guys, this is where we will stop with the reading for today. And if you have reached thus far in the video, yes, you right over there, don't look behind you now, I'm talking to you. What's hindering you from subscribing? You have watched the video, I know you enjoy it, so come on, man, subscribe. And what? Like and share to your friend, and encourage your friend to share with their friend. And thank you for being here. And yes, there are previous videos that will help you to understand where the story is coming from and where it's going. So you can go and, catch up on those as well. And don't forget to leave a comment as well, and a like on the video, and to share. And for all my faithful, lovely, oh God, subscribers that keep coming back after and after to get and to catch up on the story. God bless you, and I love you all. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart, as we say. But no fun, and put fun and joke aside. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys, and stick and stay with me. Continue to support, and also share out the videos. I also have some lives that you can catch up on, some shorts as well, motivational shorts. Like them up, only 1 minute, and share them as well. And as I always say, Philippians 4 verse 13, I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. You understand? So whatsoever you find to do today, do it to the best of your ability. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys, and God bless you all.